I would like to look around the room.
Yeah, roll.
17 plus. Which one am I looking at?
What, investigation or
Perception.
That'll be
perception?
Perception. Well, so that's 21 total.
Okay, cool. So you walk into this room. From going from such a large space, the width and size of the room has shrunk down dramatically. You've got quite a the room is a lot more darker as well, and bleaker. It's more lit by like candlelight, whereas the others was nice, bright lanterns. You know, it was very well lit in the previous room. You can still kind of see the light creeping in. This is like a lot more darker setting. It's still lit, so you can still see, but it feels more like the look of the whole entire room is this more laborious look to it. You realise, especially from your assumption, and you know from your higher class background, you notice that this is the kind of outfitted workshop of some sort of laboratory.
Like an alchemist area.
Yeah. You kind of notice lots of different flasks as well, and barrels filled with this some sort of strange liquid. It's like a blood dark red with a browny mucky look to it at the same time. They're held in like these big tanks. Around the tanks as well, you see these kind of symbols carved into them.
Oh, okay.
Could I do an investigation check to go look at the symbols?
Yes. Roll an investigation check.
That's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
No,
anything?
it's a 0, so yeah.
Okay.
Straight 19.
19.
So you do your investigation check. As you look into the side, looking at the vats, you notice underneath there's this small little rat. It just scurries off. And it scurries off over to this door, which you see to the right side.
I will try and catch it.
Go for it. Go for it. Just a bit.
10 plus what? Athletics or
Animal handling.
or animal handling?
Yeah, go for it.
14.
14.
Damn.
You're going to chase after the rat, but the rat is still running ahead of you, and you notice as you're chasing it, from the room that you've entered, if this was the door and you guys have entered here, you see the big vats and the big laboratory kind of alchemy set, and the rat runs towards this door, which is to your right.
Okay.
And he goes almost to like squeeze under, and your hand goes to grasp it, and it squeezes under and pulls itself away. You grab a bit of its tail, and it pulls itself, and it pulls the tail off.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, as you eat that, okay, you then notice a kind of misty magical taste to it.
Oh, damn.
Doesn't taste good.
Yeah, and it feels like it dissolves almost in your mouth, like it wasn't a real rat.
Could have been like a familiar or like a little spirit.
Construct.
Oh, if it was a
Could be
familiar.
really interesting. Shit.
Can I do a? Can I do a check on the tail? The rest of the tail. Give me that tail here.
Yeah, you've got like half the tail.
I want to. I want to do a
Yeah.
check. I want to check the magic abilities.
Yeah, you can do an arcana check on it.
Yeah.
What did you roll?
I don't think I know what this is. Here, you have
Okay.
A rat, you say? What's that?
What is this strange object?
You know, you were just like, what is this weird kind of worm I am seeing?
Right. That's an 8,
Oh,
so
get
I
it
think I
here.
really know what it is.
Oh my
Give me that
days.
tail. Arcana check.
You guys are all just looking at it, taking
Arcana check, yeah.
Oh, what is it? I don't know.
Well, that's a 9.
Come on, you must.
So bad.
7.
What?
Doesn't taste very good.
Well,
Yeah, a.
that's a rat's tail.
That's tail.
Oh,
Do I learn anything about the symbols though?
Yeah, so your investigation check, going back to that, because that got a bit of interruption.
Yeah, don't worry.
You look at their symbols, you notice that they are magical in presence and stuff. It seems to you, roll an arcana check just to look a bit more into it. Hopefully better this time.
That's an 18.
Okay, so when you notice that these symbols, they are definitely protection. It's almost as if, like it, from the looks of it, it looks like it's protecting it from some sort of acid properties. And it seems to also be protecting it from
Acidic
someone touching it.
properties.
Yeah, but you notice from the symbols it would probably be dangerous to try and touch the vat in particular, as if it's being kind of protected. You also do notice in the corner of the room parts and bits of like bags, a bag, like a big kind of bag that's filled. It has this kind of red stickiness at the bottom.
I'm gonna open that bag.
Right. You open the bag and you see a human head just lying there with an arm, and they're all decapitated, separated.
Oh.
Different species. There's like a lizard folk head there. It's not one that you recognise.
Yeah,
There's like an
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra. There's lots of different races. Orc. Like
I was about
just in this big bag, different body parts.
I was about to go. How am I pronouncing your name again? Your character's name?
Ashwag.
Ashrak. Do you want a snack?
No.
Not after that red tail, no. I'm not hungry anymore. There's anything in this room, damn it.
Yeah, you noticed that was by by the side of the workshop, and to the looks of it, you can kind of almost see as if this is being used as some sort of ingredients of sorts.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah, like the workshop itself has got blood in areas, but at the same time, it has this very cleanliness aspect to certain parts of it.
Something awful is happening here.
Mm.
Should we dissolve the bag of body parts so they can't be used?
Let's find out what's going on first.
Okay. Because I can just cantrip
don't wanna
acid
raise-
splash and just...
Too much
It's
suspicion about
best
us
not to
being
move anything, otherwise they'll know we've been here.
okay, good point, yeah.
So I will close the bag back up.
Well, that was
Yeah, you put it
disgusting.
back to-
I'd like to go like this. Oh.
Yeah, go for it.
Just
Throw up a little in your
Yeah.
hand.
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
throw up a little in one of the
Wait,
rats.
Josh, higher or lower?
Constitution saving.
Lower.
You throw up.
No, I haven't got to clean that up. Ugh. Didn't know we've been here. Have I got any way to clean that up?
Yeah, what else would you guys like to do in this room?
No.
Can I see if there are... can I go and look through the keyhole of the other door?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that a
It was,
perception or something?
yeah, perception.
Oh shit, that's only a 10.
You go to look through it, and when you look through it, you jump back, because as you look through, you see an eye at this other side that comes to it as you go through it.
Oh shit.
It makes you jump back. Would you like
Open,
to look
open the
through it
door
again?
straight away.
Would you like to look through it again?
No, it's straight. Yeah.
Open the door.
You go to open it and it's locked.
Knock this door down now, there's someone right behind there. Knock the door down.
Right, okay.
Someone.
Well, I'll just run over and
I'm not strong enough.
I'll just run over and melt the lock.
Do that, whatever.
Yeah, I'll acid splash the lock and melt it.
Alright, cool. Roll damage on for the thing.
Acid.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
I
what if
will
it's like
acid
some sort of
splash it.
mirror sort of thing?
Don't know, but we're doing it.
You can roll to check that.
I'm gonna check,
You
yeah.
can go over to the door if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to check as well.
Do you want to look through the keyhole?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, well,
He's just
roll
acid
perception.
yeah,
splashed it.
I've just done acid on it. 5 damage.
Oh,
okay.
fair enough. You do 5 damage to it, and it burns at the thing, and it feels now it's unlocked, so you could open it.
Okay.
Yeah, open it.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Alright, yeah, I'll pull it open while I'm there as well.
You open the door, and then you notice when you look through, there's no one there.
It's like a mirror.
You notice when you look at the lock, it had this kind of almost sheet placed in front of it, like a mirror.
That's annoying.
Fuck.
However, in the darkness of the room, because it's completely dark, you just had a bit of this tiny candlelight, which is still dark in the room where you are, is bright in comparison to this room, which is almost in this pitch blackness as the light kind of comes in.
It's a
I
bonfire.
don't have dark
Then-
vision. So
Then
someone
what you
else might
suddenly
see.
hear is you hear a "Welcome, adventurers!"
Oh, yeah.
I like to
And the
use
light
my...
suddenly, all the lights go right on, super bright, slightly blinding for you guys.
Can I do a perception
We're a
check?
band.
Yeah, just behind my back, I want a ready shocking grasp just in case.
Yeah,
Just in my hands electrified.
We're just the band.
I'd like to carry on with my perception checks on him though. So I rolled 21
Okay, yeah, cool.
just to see what I'm seeing.
shock.
Yeah, and
Grasp
so
is ready.
I was going to explain that anyway. And so you guys are all a bit blinded, but then as your eyes adjust, quite quickly, especially with your of eyesight, you adjust quite quickly, and you see the figure standing in there, and you recognise especially when he picks to his side, this glass stuff. It's very, very clear. Looks almost stronger at the same time. It's got windings and nice little rooms to it. It has a kind of light sphere in the centre of it,
Yeah.
which is almost floating.
Can I try a persuasion check?
Not
Claire,
yet.
pin it into it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're just like already getting into it. You notice the figure. He's dressed in robes like a mage, and he's dressed very, very smartly. Actually, he's like very well dressed of a higher class standard. You look at his kind of features as your eyes adjust more and more, and you kind of see he has a nice what's the word? I can forget this.
Mustache.
Yeah, he's got a nice twirling moustache. Very, very very, very like he's pushing out this whole idea of being very high class as well. His hair is nice
Quite
and groomed,
eccentric.
very eccentric looking.
Yeah.
But you realise who this is. It's Glassstaff.
Could I very quickly just go? I can see you're a man of quality. A pleasure to meet you.
You're not near
No,
enough
no.
to him. You're about 20 feet. He made sure to distance himself from
I
you.
wanted to shop and
What,
grasp him.
do you want to take in more of the room with your perception check?
Yeah.
Yeah. With your perception check, you also you particularly look about and you notice the room. This is like a study kind of area. It has lots of books and library things and knowledge. There's a kind of desk on the side with things written, but it's been all packed up in quite like a haste.
Yeah.
To the way the room looks, it looks quite small. Like there's not much to it. It's about like 20 feet by 15 feet. So 15 foot wide from the door. So 5 foot, 20 feet long.
Yeah.
And Glassstaff seems to be standing right at the edge there, right at the very back.
I'd like to put a persuasion test,
Go for it.
and I'd like to try. I'm assuming that he's. I'm going to assume that he's going to want to try to take us out. So I'm going to try and persuade him to talk before we fight.
Okay, go for it.
So I'm gonna. I don't know what to ask yet, but I'm gonna see. So that's 15. So
+6.
+7.
You can kind of see him holding his like his.
So you must be Glassstaff. I don't suppose you want to tell us what you're doing down here?
Oh, yes, I am the Glassstaff, as you call me. Yes, I'm very, very well distinguished. And who are you, you lovely people? Lovely people. Why? What are you, doing here? I mean, my familiar saw you, so why did you sneak in?
I thought this was where my coat was.
You thought this is where your coat was?
Yeah, one of
Except
the guys in the
I
other
know
room.
everyone who works for me, and I know you guys don't work for me.
No,
Now,
we're
you
the band.
lovely, distinguished gentlemen, I'm afraid you're going to have to leave either in my body bags over there, which will be used up for other purposes, or by your own means. So I will give you one chance to leave.
I think we leave. I think we leave.
I
Live to fight another day and all that.
just want to say, well, funnily enough, I just bumped into this lot on my way down here. I actually heard that you had.
Don't give excuses.
I actually heard that you had a very interesting library, and I'm looking to learn more. I'm looking to learn.
We need to leave. We need to leave.
It's a shame. It's
I'm
a shame.
leaving.
You want to learn and things, but I don't think if you stay here, you'll have a chance to learn anything. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
You're
Vincent.
not-
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.
You're already gone.
As
I'm out the door.
As you guys are about to go and walk out the door because you've all entered into this room, you go to walk back and you hit this almost invisible barrier that knocks you back. And you kind of
Right.
hear him laughing.
At this point, I'm gonna ready.
I was going to let you leave after seeing all that. No, you all here are going to either die.
I'm
or
ready.
be my minions. Have fun.
I'm ready. I'm readying my firebolt
Alright.
in my
I
hand.
think I'd
Yeah.
do
I'm
a
going to
short
pair up
bow.
and do firebolt as well.
But
Let's both go fire.
Before, he said he
Twin
kind of
firebolt.
says, but he goes, but before our entertainment comes in, don't worry about the others over there. They won't hear a single thing. I'd like to have a bit of fun every now and then. I don't get to do much, so let's have some fun. He clicks his fingers, and the walls that you thought was quite a small room, you realise were an illusion. They disappear, and what you see standing behind there is this big, green scales, long, sharp fingernails, sharp, long teeth.
Oh, this is the thing that left the
This is
footprints
big
outside upstairs on
troll
the grass.
just standing there, massive. Like
Right.
even for its size, it looks
Oh,
like
shit.
it's at least like 10, almost 12 feet tall.
Can you draw us a thing on that as to where we are?
Yes, I will. We're doing combat. Ugh.
Lovely, lovely.
Dude, I
So,
can do redonkulous damage like this.
so you thought the room was about this big. You realise, and this is the door.
Yeah.
You realise this whole area here, and even this library part is actually still there,
I'm going to turn the camera
which
just
is
in
where
case.
the desk and books are.
Yeah.
And you realise that there's this much bigger space, and
Yeah.
the troll is right here.
And where are
in
we?
Behind.
We're near
You
the door, aren't
guys,
we?
you are here, and here.
And where's
The
the...
glass stuff is here. However, you also notice at the same time that was an illusion. You notice he doesn't like to take risks.
Right.
It's in just in the odd chance you guys might have done something to him. He's actually all the way over here.
Right.
Okay.
You realise from this
So the
I think,
illusion of him is
he's a
now gone.
very
That's the
powerful mage.
Yeah.
Take it.
He's over here, and this troll, bear in mind, is big even for its normal. Because
Right, okay.
normally a troll, you guys would know, is about like 8, maybe
Let's
10
burn
feet tall.
this
This is
troll.
like 12 feet, maybe even
Trolls
bigger.
have a
real.
version
That's a
of
big
fire.
old troll.
We wouldn't know.
We don't know. We have to roll a check to see if we know.
Mhm.
I don't want to roll a check. I just want to fire
Yeah, so
something
this
at
is,
it.
this is the kind of room. It's also kind of got lots of other kind of areas to it, and bars and cover every now and then. Like I'd say this
Yeah.
here. There's this table here. There's a bed.
I mean, I'm not likely to do a lot of damage, so maybe I should do a check and see if I can figure anything out about it.
You check. I'm going to go and fire one of these firebolts straight at the troll's face.